أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله صدق الله العظيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Fear is a state of heart that is caused by the expectation of something undesirable, such as the fear of drowning while swimming. And fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a high state of heart which keeps one conscious of Allah's knowledge and His presence. Fear of Allah motivates the person to do righteous deeds and avoid forbidden activities. One must know that fear of Allah or taqwa is the result of real faith and belief. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "The most important things that will grant my ummah entry to the paradise are taqwa, means fear of Allah, and moral virtue." In another hadith, it is mentioned that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has taught me 9 things, and the first thing among them is to fear Allah openly and in secret. Allah's fear is the result of real faith and belief. He who has keen given it fears God in and out of prayer, when he remains alone, and even at the times of calls of nature, because he who fears God knows it well that he knows the condition of mind and his sins and faults. Fear grows in the mind of one who knows this, and it is not limited only in prayer. It is narrated that the sage did not raise up his head for 40 years, being ashamed and fearful of God. The saint Rabi bin Qasim used to close up his eyes so tightly that people would think that he was blind. He used to go to the house of Hazrat Ibn Mas'ud for 20 years. Whenever his female slave saw him, she used to say to her master, "Your blind friend has come." At this, Hazrat Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu used to laugh. Whenever he used to knock at the door, the female slave would come to him and see him with closed eyes. Hazrat Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu told him, "Give good news to those who are humble by God. Had the Prophet seen you, he would have surely been pleased with you." One day, he went with Hazrat Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu to the shop of a blacksmith. When he saw him blowing and fire coming out, he at once fell down, senseless. Hazrat Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu sat near his head up to the prayer time, but still he did not regain his senses. Then he bore him into his house, and he did not recover sense till his prayer for 5 times passed away. Hazrat Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu sat by his head and said, "By God, this is real God fear." Jazakumullahu khaira. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.